Welcome to 30 Days of Violence, episode 14, and we're going to look at slaps, because slaps are a really good knockout tool. But it's important to understand different types to put the right weapon to the right effect that you want to cause. And I'll give you some examples of how to do that. So whilst yes, a slap is just a slap, where you place it and what you plan to do with it really does matter. So one of the first fundamental differences in the types of slap is, am I aiming to knock someone out? If I am aiming to knock someone out, what is a knockout? A knockout is when your brain, your gelatinous, meat-like brain, bounces around and hits something hard, the inner part of your skull. So wobbling that fucking brain jelly. Now, if you're going to wobble that brain jelly, you need to shake the head. And the more shake you get, the more chance there's going to be a knockout. That's why the vast majority of knockouts in boxing come from hooks, because they shake the brain, or they come from uppercuts because they shake the brain, or they come from overhand rights because they shake the brain. It's not that they're inherently more powerful than anything, it's just the arc of a hook and the arc of an uppercut and the arc of an overhand all shake the brain this way, that way, and this way, respectively. So if we're looking at slaps, what types? Well, if we want to shake the brain, if we want to cause the knockout, then we want a slap which is coming essentially along the horizontal line. So we want the horizontal line or a slight diagonal. We want that whipping motion. So again, if we're going from like a what's up position, we're going to have like a don't want any trouble, hands up and moving. Yeah, it's very important. If the hands are up and we want to strike across the face, so we want to hit along the long side of the jaw, and we want to imagine, we want to whip that brain. We want to make the jaw turn because we want to shake the brain. Don't think about cracking the jaw. Just think about the speed in which you can make the person go whoom. That's the important thing, the speed of the turn. So if we're imagining, if we want to knock someone out, shaking the brain, thinking of this long portion, we're going to have a bit of pushing, bit of shoving, don't want any problems. As soon as we see that this isn't going the way we want, we turn our hips, our feet, our shoulders, bam, coming across the face, bam. We want to turn that jaw. From here, make sure the hand has some weight to it. But it's all about the velocity in which you can shake that brain. Right? If we want to cause a different type of damage, if we want a structural knockdown as opposed to a knockout, then we're looking around the ear. Around the ear, it's really important, and we cup our hands a little bit more. So if we're cracking onto the ear, we're cupping our hands and we're collapsing in here. Essentially, we're forcing a pocket of air into that ear. We want to burst the eardrum. Again, that will cause a different type of injury. So normal kind of slap shakes the jaw, wibbles the brain jelly, and a normal kind of knockout occurs. Causing significant damage to the eardrum will typically act a bit like a really good body shot. You'll shut the person down. They'll typically take a knee. They'll struggle to have balance. They'll struggle to have composure and vision. So again, if you're going for a knockout slap, use the hard central part of the palm and whip it across the jaw. Yep. If you want to cause an ear-based knockdown, cup the hand. Again, same position. Bam! Cupping that hand, jamming it right over that ear. Big area of the ear. And you can also do both at the same time. You can do both. You can do one. You can do one just before the other, so you can slightly mistime them. Around the ear, that will cause you to take a knee, cause severe pain and damage, but you won't be knocked out per se. Or a knockout kind of slap, whipping across on a horizontal or a slight diagonal to whip that brain. Two different types of slap, two different types of effect. Both are really useful, but understand what you're doing before you do it. And bear in mind that slaps, things that have a little bit of elasticity to the hand, bang, or bang, elasticity to the arm, I should say, are very different from a palm hook. If you're hooking with the palm, it has the same solid structure as the hook punch. Boom, 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 and it'll achieve the same objectives as a punch. So that is a palm hook, not a slap. That is a knockout style slap, and with a cupped hand is a knockdown style slap that causes trauma to the eardrum, damages equilibrium, and knocks people down. So knock them down, knock them out in any way you like, but that's a little primer on types of slap.